So, Joe, after hearing that, I don't want to cry anymore.
Oh, my God. He had some terrible advice.
And I talked to Alonzo Bowden, and he told Alonzo Bowden that he should put on shoulder pads and be a football comic. So, Joe, after hearing that, I don't want to cry anymore.
Oh, my God. He had some terrible advice. I think he was giving advice. I think he was giving this advice to Todd Parker, who was telling him, it was either Todd Parker or Robbie Prince, two guys that I knew from Boston. One of them, he was telling him, I think it's Todd, you've got to be Generation X guy. What? This is what you're going to be, buddy. You're going to be Generation X guy. So from Generation X, this is how I see the world, buddy. Like, everything was as a Generation X guy. Like, and he was like, that's the worst advice I've ever heard in my life. Like, why would I do that? But people would have like schemes for you. But the thing is, they're just trying to help.
Yeah.
But no one knows how to do it other than you, and you got to figure it out. No one can tell you.
Yeah, they're like outdated too.
Like, who would have told Mitch Hedberg, wear sunglasses and sometimes turn your back to the crowd?
No one.
No one. Mitch Hedberg would be killing with his back to the crowd, high on heroin. All non sequiturs for like an hour and a half.
They have stage fright?
He was just crazy. You know,
You worked with him? You met him?
I met him. I didn't know him well, but I knew him enough that it was a bummer when he died. I remember I was with Stanhope. We were filming something, and we found out that he had gangrene. He got admitted to a hospital. He had gangrene. You're like, yo, gangrene fucking kills people. Like, this is fucking scary. And, you know, he just had a problem. He just liked that heroin. And he didn't want to stop. Like, people wanted to clean him up. He did not want to get cleaned up. It's like, I am not interested.
I did heroin one time, but I didn't show it up. I just smoked it, but I was in Amsterdam.
Dude, it doesn't seem like anybody has a great old time with the rest of their life once they start doing heroin.
Yeah.
It's like cocaine. It's the same thing. It's like, I think there's probably moments of brilliance that have come out of heroin, though. I definitely do when I think about 1960s music. I think heroin and LSD affected a lot of rock and roll in the 1960s, and cannabis for sure, too, and probably mushrooms. But, you know, the thing that it always kills you. Like, it always ruins everything. They all died young. Everybody, like, Morrison, 27, Hendrix, 27. Although there is a wild conspiracy about Hendrix.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you hear?
That he was killed by his manager. The conspiracy, there was one of his bodyguards, right? Is that what it was, Jamie, that wrote this book?
How did he die?
I think he died of his asphyxiation from throwing up, you know, which is one thing that can happen to people that are doing drugs. But the bodyguard, I believe this, don't hold me to this, but I believe the story was Hendrix was going to leave his manager. His manager was mobbed up. His manager was like a scary guy. And his manager was making a lot of money with Hendrix. Hendrix is trying to leave. And he's got the rights to the Hendrix catalog, and he kills Hendrix. So his former roadie. So the thing that's compelling about this is shortly after this, his girlfriend committed suicide, air quotes, by being thrown off a roof. So they got rid of Hendrix and they got rid of his girlfriend, if that's what really happened. So he was the benefactor, allegedly, of the guitarist's $2 million life insurance policy. $2 million. Okay, worth around $1.2 million in 1970. According to Wright, Jeffrey told him about the crime in 1971, a year after the 27-year-old Hendrix was found dead in a London hotel. He said, I had to do it, Tappy. Wright claims the manager said, you understand, don't you? I had to do it. You know damn well what I'm talking about. We went round to his hotel room, got a handful of pills, stuffed them into his mouth, then poured a few bottles of red wine deep into his windpipe. Hendrix was found dead at the Samarkand Hotel on 18th of September 1970. The cause of death was recorded as barbiturate intoxication and inhalation of vomit. I can still hear the conversation Wright wrote of Jeffrey's confession. See the man I'd known for so much of my life, his face pale, hand clutching at his glass in sudden rage. Hendrix's manager died in a plane crash in 73. So this guy's dead that supposedly did this. Listen, man, they did that back then. They were gangsters. There was gangsters running everything. If there was a lot of money to be made, scary people moved in, and it became a real problem.
Yeah, man, gangsters own a lot of stuff that a lot of people wouldn't want to own, like a gay club.
Yeah.
Like in LA, they own all the gay clubs. They were not rated because they were paying.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. People like to throw around all these red flags. You know, things someone says or does that you don't like, which is fine. But instead of focusing on the negative all the time, why don't we focus on the positive? If you're looking for a romantic partner, think about what traits you like to see in a person. If you like to work out and stay in shape, you might want to find someone who's also health conscious. Or if you like to travel, you probably want to find someone who's just as adventurous. Now, once you're in a relationship, it's a whole different ballgame, and things aren't always going to be perfect. But that's what therapy is for. Therapy is an excellent way to work through any problems, even the small ones. Like, say you and a loved one have been fighting a lot lately, but you still really want to make things work. Therapy can serve as a mediator. It can help you identify the problem and teach you positive ways to address it. If you're new to therapy or want to try something different, BetterHelp is a great place to start. It's convenient and affordable since everything is done online. It's already helped over 5 million people worldwide connect with a credentialed therapist. Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/JRE to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/JRE. But if you want to talk about something like that, like would a manager kill a client for a life insurance policy back then? Yeah.
I read
they didn't
this.
even have DNA back then, man.
I read this, right? It's like crazy, right? My mom didn't like Elvis. She liked the Beatles, right? And I asked my mom, how come you don't like fucking Elvis? He's badass too. Oh, because Elvis said that I'd rather have kiss a dog than a Mexican woman. And I said, when did he say that? And he goes, he said it. Then I found out later on when I went in a rabbit hole, it was a colonel. The colonel spread that.
The colonel spread that.
Because he wanted to keep him in America and not tour like anywhere.
The colonel was an evil dude, man.
Yeah.
That by the way, that Tom Hanks performance is fucking fantastic. In that Elvis movie where he plays the colonel,
yeah,
is, you know, when you see it, like, you appreciate how a guy can really like become a different person. Like, he becomes this creepy manager guy, this manipulative, gambling, creepy manager guy. I mean, it's fucking genius, man. It's so good. Like, you that's what's crazy. Like, you forget that's Tom Hanks. You're like, oh, but you really got a sense of the relationship that Elvis had with this dude. Because those guys that get crazy. Look, there's famous, and then there's Elvis famous in the 1960s, and you don't even understand what that means. No one understands what that means. And he was the first one to be like that. Imagine that.
I know, man. Imagine walking into a room and just go, you want to kiss? And they kiss.
Just imagine just trying to navigate life as a human being. And you're literally the most desired person to be around a lot. Like, you can't walk down the street. People scream and they cheer and they run at you. Women faint, they cry. And there's never been someone like that before. That's what's crazy, because this is the first time you've seen a guy on television, and he's on television shaking his hips. And so they go crazy.
No one's ever done that, huh?
No. You never had a pop star on TV shaking his hips like he's fucking? Yeah. It was too much.
Did they cover it up the first time?
I think they
show?
did something where they were upset at him because they didn't know he was going to do it. I think he was actually going to get fined in some places. Like, you weren't allowed to shake your hips like that. Like, this is how crazy being Elvis was.
Badass. There's this one video or picture of Elvis that I like besides the one you have here, the Arrested, when he's playing outside, an outside event, and he's wearing all black, and he's fucking young as hell, and the pompadour looking good, the blue eyes are shining. He's like,
bro.
And everybody fainting.
And there was no Elvis before Elvis. That's what's crazy. So he's like this one guy that becomes way more famous than any entertainer ever. And then he's got an evil manager. And then he's doing pills. And then he's just living in paranoia. And the whole world don't make any sense. Nothing makes any sense. It can't make any sense. You have no peers. You have no one around you that's like you. No one around you that can understand you. And you're being protected by some guy who's like siphoning money from you.
He was doing shit little gigs, right? Like, he'll do like a 2-hour show, then leave, go do another 2-hour show somewhere else.
Well, I think he got into a financial bind, right?
Oh.
Wasn't that a part of the movie? And then he got that Vegas residency. Bro, the Vegas residency is probably convenient because you don't have to go anywhere. You know where you live. You know where the gig is. Like, Carrot Top seems to like it, but I don't think I could do that.
But if you're a musician, though, like Elvis, great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But even, like, comics can do it. A lot of comics do it. I just don't know about living in Vegas.
I lose my mind being in the same place 7 days a week, 14 shows.
The people that live outside of Vegas love it, though. If you live like in like Henderson or some of those places, like, they're very, very nice places. But you're still connected to this place where people go to get psychotic. Like, there's some weird energy about that. Listen, there's not a knock on Vegas. I love Vegas. Look, I love New York City. Ari fucking loves living in New York City. I can't live in New York City. I can't handle all that. I gotta get the fuck away. Some people love it. Everybody can love everything, but it just seems like that it's like Vegas is a uniquely crazy place. People go there specifically like, we're gonna go to Vegas. It's like it's in the title of the state means craziness.
I know, man.
Vegas.
Every day, probably like 50,000 people show up.
It's every day, and then you got rodeos coming into town, and UFC fights coming into town, and fucking concerts.
Raider fans.
It's a fucking wild ass town. I love being there. I just don't know if I could live there. It seems like it's almost a little too crazy. This is Ed Sullivan Show, 1956.
This is the first time his hips show up on the screen. It's 10 minutes into this.
Yeah, he was wiggling his dick too much.
That's all he was doing, though.
That's a lot, Jamie. What do you mean? That's all he was doing. That's offensive.
After this aired, they said they wouldn't air him from the waist down anymore.
Isn't that crazy?
But they obviously it's barely shown. It's so crazy.
Bro, he probably had it. Look, his big old dick keeps slapping at his jacket. That's what it is. Look, if you see that side, back it up a little bit. That's what the problem is, Jamie. Look at that jacket popping up and down from his big old Elvis dick. Look at it.
He's hitting a symbol with it.
Bro, he's making his jacket pop with his dick. I'm with the censors. I'm with the censors. Of course he had a big dick.
Yeah.
He had everything. He had voice, talent, beautiful. You think he's going to have a little dick?
Hell
with
no,
all
man.
All those gifts?
How tall is he?
I don't know. He's probably
Yeah.
at least 6 feet tall.
21 years old there.
21.
What a kid, man. Wow.
How can you manage that? How can you navigate that at 21 years old? It's him.
I know, man.
Bro, it's him and Michael Jackson. These are the 2 case studies in people that got too famous.
But sometimes I wonder, man, like, how would I handle that much success at that early age?
Bro, you wouldn't.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Also, you wouldn't. You would go crazy, bro.
How about you?
Crazy. I would have gone crazy.
I would have been sitting with a big fucking cold sore.
Yeah, dude, I got lucky. My fame ascent was a slow drip, you know, like over time.
Oh, bro.
It was a slow drip.
Mine was like the little mountain guy on The Price is Right. And then stopping along the way. Bunch of haters. Fighting with other comics. Coke here.
Yeah.
Hanging around like El Compadres too long with Joey Diaz.
El Compadres is a spot. 64 years ago today, more than 60 million people watched Elvis Presley perform on the Ed Sullivan Show.
Wow.
60 million. That's so crazy. But that's how it used to be, man. And that's why losing control of that is so devastating to mainstream media. That was what it was. When I was a kid, there was 3 channels, dude. There was NBC, ABC, and CBS, and that was it. And then all of a sudden there was Fox, and we were crazy.
Did you have
we got a whole nother channel.
local channels too, though, in your neighborhood?
Yeah, we definitely did. Especially, we all had. Everyone has local channels, so you always had like the local NBC network, which
You
had,
need
like,
those. Somebody got to pick karate movies.
Yeah, we didn't even have cable. Like it didn't exist.
We had.
Like you have to realize how nuts the world was when everything you watched on television was just television. That's all you ever saw. Like there's no cable, so you have 4 channels. And you felt so lucky to have that 4th channel.
It was
You got
crazy,
The Simpsons, Married with Children came on that channel. Fox changed the whole In Living Color,
Yeah.
changed the whole like feeling
It was different
of what a
back then.
channel. It's crazy that Fox is now connected to like conservative Republicans reporting the news, but it's like Fox when we were kids was Married with Children. It was it was like the Renegade shows. It was The Simpsons. It was there was a bunch of like fun shows that were on Fox.
shows, man. Living Single.
Yeah, but In Living Color, to this day,
Yeah.
I say is one of there's 2 of the greatest comedy. Like Saturday Night Live always gets it for longevity because it's crazy they've been around so long.
SCTV.
But for like pure funny, for me, it's like In Living Color and Chappelle Show.
Yes.
And I feel like you don't get Chappelle Show unless you have In Living Color first. I feel like I feel like In Living Color broke open the door for chaotic sketches that were like really funny, man, wildly offensive, really funny. To this day, like there's a lot of shit on In Living Color that if you tried to do like in the height of wokeness, like 3 or 4 years ago, bro, they would fucking call for your censorship.
Yeah,
they they would come for you.
Especially when David Wayans and David and Greer were doing Men on Film. There's an episode where fucking the camera
They
falls.
gave it 2 snaps.
Yep, the camera falls on David Wayne and he becomes heterosexual all of a sudden. And then David and Greer starts touching him. He goes, "Man, get your ass away from me, man." That episode.
How about when he played Handyman? He played mentally retarded.
I love that one.
Oh my God,
That's my favorite movie.
Yeah, a handicapped superhero. It was.
And he made a superhero movie about
my
him,
God.
Handyman. He would fly like this.
Yeah. Dude, this show was
Hilarious,
wildly offensive, but so funny.
Even Fire Marshal Bill, bro. He's making fun of a fire victim.
I was just gonna bring that
Let me
up.
tell you something.
The guy's fucking whole face is burned off. Jesus Christ.
My daughter's a burn victim, by the way.
That's harsh, bro.
That's what you'll get.
Yeah. It's wild that shows like
that one, bro. Ahead of his time.
Oh, way ahead. Well, so was that other movie. We were just talking about that. Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Yes. When you find out that she's a trans person and the dick comes out and everybody starts throwing up. First of all, I don't buy it. Even if she had it turned to that photo again. That's Sean Young, right?
That's Sean Young, yeah.
Yeah, when she was hot. So even if she had a dick, there's a lot of guys who'd be like, listen, nobody needs to know about that dick.
Nobody needs to know about that, man.
That dick is between you and me, and I
remember one time it happened to me, bro. I just looked at it and go, wow, that's a big-ass skin tag you got right there.
Duh, skin tag. Whoo! Yeah, all those shows, like, I mean, what are the other great sketch shows? Mad TV had some bangers.
Mad TV.
There were some bangers on Mad TV. But it's another show that's
Second
like...
City TV, I
you do
watched
so
that growing
many
up.
Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall. Kids in the Hall was fantastic. That was great. You know, I was a Kids in the Hall fan, but I didn't really start watching it, like really get into it until after I'd met Dave. Like, I didn't know much about Kids in the Hall. I knew it was funny. I knew everybody said it was funny, but I don't think I'd ever even watched a sketch. And then I became friends with Dave doing news radio. And then I started really getting into it. I was like, oh, that guy had a very unique, or still does, have a very, very unique sense of humor. He rewrote, like, I don't know what percentage, 40% of like the lines on news radio, like on the set.
Yeah.
He rewrites things all the time. And he was always like coming up with a better way to do something, and always had like a sense of like a pacing. That's a totally different thing than when you're making sketches. Like sketches is like to be able to do that and do a lot of like really funny scenarios that are unique. That's a very...
It's hard, right, to stand up because we want to end it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a totally different way
Yeah.
of thinking. You know, Gillian Keys is another fantastic one. That to this day, like the problem with that show is like it's got this amazing core fan base, but it doesn't. It's way funnier than the amount of people that have seen it. It's way funnier, which is crazy because Shane Gillis is one of the biggest comics in the world.
Yes, he's funny as hell.
He's one of the biggest comics on earth. Like, he's selling out arenas everywhere.
Yes.
But yet people don't realize how good Gillian Keys is. It's like there's the one where they do the OnlyFans dad. It's one of the hardest I've ever laughed in my fucking life. It's so funny. It's so funny and so crazy. And because no one's telling them what to do, they're just doing what's funny. And that's what got fucked up. There were so many fucking nannies around everybody, telling everybody what you can and can't say, and so many subjects you can and can't cover. Like, you got to stay out of the way, just like the managers in the early days.
Yes.
They're telling you,
Be
Felipe,
clean.
you need braids. You
Yes.
know, braids, bro, with beads, and you talk about the beads when you're on
Yeah.
stage. You're like, what?
You don't wear a suit.
Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
I remember one time, bro, they told me to wear a suit, and I wear it, and I saw Joe Diaz wearing a suit, and I said, bro, you look ridiculous, huh? Joe Diaz, he was wearing a beanie. I remember I called him the Coca-Cola bear. He got mad.
Suits are a weird move, but they're sometimes fun. I've worn suits on stage before. It makes you feel different. It does. It
Do you
really
feel
does.
like you're going to change your posture, or?
No, you just feel like
feel-
more of a motherfucking professional. Bitch, look at this. And a well-tailored suit is what you really want. The kind, like modern suits, you can move in them. Like they have like stretch to them, which is different than, you know, when I was a kid, I thought of suits, I thought of like, you're handcuffed. Like you can't move good.
Yeah.
Like you can't kick someone with fucking suit pants on. You know, you can't move well.
I know I always see Johnny Carson in his suits.
Yeah.
Those suits look tight as hell.
Well, it's just the fabrics suck back then. If especially if you're a bigger person, you know, if you lift weights or something like that, if you have muscles, everything's going to be constricted and tight and all fucked up. It's not going to fit good. So suits now, if you get a good one, like I got mine made by David August. They do them for the UFC, and
Yeah.
I've had them make a bunch of suits for me. They're amazing. They do it to your actual shape.
I
So everything
think
fits
that 'cause
perfect.
I mean, I don't want to make fun of the other guys, but you're announcing, you know, you're a big muscle guy, but it doesn't look like you're coming out of that suit when you wear it. It looks real good on you.
Yeah, it's because they make it to your shape. You know,
And you
so
go
it's
to
real
Fox
comfortable.
Sports, man. They're about to just come out. They look like fucking orangutans, bro. They look like Mr. Hyde.
Well, you know, a lot of those dudes are bigger than me anyway. That's
Bigger
it
than me too.
There's a certain size that you get. Like if you put The Rock in a suit, it still looks ridiculous. It's like, what the fuck are you made out of, dude? Like, first time I met him backstage at the UFC, and he had cowboy boots on, right? So it doesn't even seem
Cowboy
like
boots?
Yeah, he don't even seem like a real person. Like when you meet him in real life, you're like, what the fuck are you? He's like a superhero.
Yeah.
Like you're seeing like a real live superhero. And a super nice guy, man. He came and worked out with us. We all worked out. Tony Hinchcliffe, Derek, Hassan. We all fucking lifted weights together, hung out, got in the sauna. Shane Gillis. We're all just chilling with The Rock, working out with him. Like no cameras, no nothing. I was like, we don't have to post this. Let's just have some fun. It's like, fuck yeah. He was cool as shit. Cool as shit, man.
Wow, that's amazing, man.
It was fun. I enjoyed talking to him. He's a good
I was
guy.
in an airplane at the Delta, and I saw Jason Momoa,
Oh, he's another one.
and I said,
A little too handsome for me.
And I just said, "What's up?" No, I don't know how to meet people. I always like weird people. I say, "Jason," I just like that, "Jason, what's up?" And then I didn't know that we were sitting almost close together on the airplane. Then he saw me again, bro. Then I said, "What's up?" And then I felt like I creeped him out again, man. And then my wife was recording him, bro, recording him. But I was on my phone. He thought I was recording him, but
I met him in a Whole Foods parking lot. I met him in a Whole Foods parking lot in Woodland Hills. I was going to pick up some groceries, and he was there too. I was like, "What's up, man? How you doing? What's going on?" We were talking. I think that was before he did Conan, which I still say to this day, the movie's not good. Like the Conan movie, it kind of falls apart. But the way it looked was amazing, and he played Conan, and he's the perfect Conan. Like that's what Conan would have looked like. He wouldn't have looked like a bodybuilder. No disrespect to Arnold, 'cause
Yeah.
he looked amazing. But it's like Conan was just a big giant warrior. And when he played that guy, what was the guy he played on Game of Thrones?
Crackle or something like that.
God, I can't
this-
remember. He was fucking incredible at that.
He played this,
that's Conan, man.
Yeah.
That's Conan. Someone needs to do a good Conan the Barbarian movie. Go back and read the Robert E. Howard books. The books are great. It's this super depressed dude in like the 1930s
There he
writes
is.
about this barbarian. Yeah. Khal Drago, that's right.
There we are. Two people
That's
get
right.
mistaken by.
Bro, get a photo of him when he was Conan. Jason Momoa as Conan. Bro, he was the perfect Conan, right there. That's what Conan's supposed to look like.
That's how I'm supposed to look.
That's
too.
the perfect Conan. That's the Conan you believe is real. That's a guy throwing a sword around his whole
Fuck
life
yeah.
and fighting
Look
off
at-
dragons. He's not a bodybuilder.
No.
He looks like that. That's what it looks like in the book. Like, that's fucking Conan.
We're identical.
That's Conan. I mean, someone the guy's still capable of playing this character. Someone, please.
Me.
I wish Quentin Tarantino was into Conan. Quentin, if you're hearing me, please read the books. Quentin Tarantino doing Conan would be the most epic thing of all time. Could you imagine? He would do it right.
Or Beastmaster.
If he was into it, he would have to be into it. I have no idea if he's into it. But if
I
he
don't know
was into it,
if Quentin Tarantino might do it,
somebody should do
it'll
it.
start with the ending. It'll be like the ending of the movie in the beginning, and we'll confuse.
Somebody should do
us.
it. The books are great, man, because it's all from the mind of this tortured, depressed dude who winds up killing himself.
It'll be the first time that you'll see a Conan movie with everybody saying the N-word over and over.
I don't think they had that word back then. I think if you want to do it right,
They'll make one up.
I think if they really wanted to do it right, they should probably do it the way like Mel Gibson did Apocalypto.
That was a badass fucking movie, bro. You felt that movie, bro.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Like hearing the people say
Hardcore.
it, and the same thing he did with the Passion of the Christ. They spoke in the language, and it was all subtitles. Like they spoke in the language, so you were transmitted exactly how these people were saying. You felt like it was real. Like
Man.
Apocalypto, you felt like it was real. Like there was no English in that movie. That is a blockbuster movie. That is a wild action adventure movie.
That one was hardcore, man. Passion of the Christ and
Yes. There's something about being sucked into hearing the actual language of the people that would be doing this. It's so much better than, because like whenever they do like Game of Thrones or something like that in another country, all of a sudden everybody has an English accent.
Yes.
That's how they do it. Instead of talking like an American, you can't talk like us because that would just throw people off. So you have to have some sort of a proper
kind of
way
like
of
The
speaking.
Exorcist, man. Like if The Exorcist, the devil would have had like an Irish accent, it would have been a totally different movie. But the Latin accent, the whatever language, Latin language.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Exactly.
You don't even know what the language is, but you're fucking scared.
Right. It has to be exotic. You can't have the devil going, "Hey, you fucking piece of shit! I'm gonna fuck your eyeballs."
You better get out of my garage.
Yeah. You can't have the devil talking like Jerry Seinfeld.
I speak in absolutes.
Yeah. You can't have the devil with a whiny voice.
Or a Boston accent.
That was the scariest thing about Mike Tyson. He had this voice that was so easy to make fun of, and he fucking murdered everybody. He
Knock
was
your
like,
ass out.
it was almost like he was begging you to make fun of his voice.
Dangerous dudes.
Yeah, it was almost like he was like begging you.
You're like you, bro. You're like one of those guys. You're like to someone that doesn't know you personally. You're like, try me.
No, I'm not like that at all, though. I'm really.
If I didn't know you and that's how you walk on the street and you're not Joe Rogan, I'd be like, okay, man, this guy's good fight. He's healthy. Stay away from him.
I'm friendly. That's what we all need, my friend. We need
But
friendly.
you've been friendly since day one, though. I was talking to your driver, Rebel, about when you gave me that solo pipe. Mm-hmm. And then you say you stopped using it because of butane.
Yeah.
And I remember I was telling you that the reason it's called solo pipe because you're supposed to use it by yourself. But I remember I told everybody you gave it to me, and everybody wanted to hit it. And by the time I got it back, it was fucking hot.
Yeah. I remember those things. I try to stay like. I think if you're smoking a cigar, like butane is a way to go. You know, you burn the end of it, but you don't want to like keep doing it. You want to. I feel like a certain amount of this is a chemical, no matter what. Like that's a chemical. You only want so much of that. You really should probably have matches if you're gonna smoke a cigar.
Matches?
You should really probably have matches. And I think if you're like a super cigar nerd, they do it even further. They take cedar and they light cedar strips and they use that to light their cigar. Those are super nerds.
Cedar strips? What
Cedar
is that?
strips, dog. Pieces of wood. They light little strips of wood and they light from pure wood. Then they light their cigar. This is super nerds when it comes to cigars. Like they get into it.
Oh, that's why that guy said, guys from New York, give me some ember.
Give me some ember.
Ember? Oh, that's that. What is ember? Fire? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so these guys, they take little cedar strips and they light them on fire and they light their cigar from the cedar strips. So this way you're not getting any of the butane fumes. I don't even know how much you would get. I don't,
Get butter later?
Yeah, sure. You know how to work it? Flip
No.
the thing back? We're probably going to find out that
Okay.
every time you burn a lighter near you, you inhale like 10 times more than you're ever supposed to in your life.
Really?
We'll probably find something like that out someday. It can't be so good to have convenient fire. Like, fire that quickly means like you've got some funky gases that you're burning. You're burning some funky gases in the air.
Oh, horrible. Because I remember like lighting a match and you get that ugly ass.
You know what's
fuel.
real bad?
What?
Scented candles. Scented candles apparently are not healthy. Jamie, Google that. Maybe I should say some scented candles. Maybe there's a way to do it organically. We should find out if that's true too, because that would be a good thing to know. Because I think there's some things in some scented candles that you're not supposed to inhale. And when you're a person that likes to have candles, and who doesn't, they're cool. You want to have candles in your house? That's dope. Like candlelight dinner with a bunch of friends is dope, right? But I think it's the scented ones.
The ones that are made from paraffin.
The ones that are made from paraffin are the problem. It's a cheap byproduct primarily sourced from the refinement of petroleum. So you're burning petroleum. Paraffin is the most used candle wax worldwide, according to the National Candle Association, the major trade association representing U.S. candle manufacturers and their suppliers. So it's all candles made from paraffin. However, few studies on candle emissions or their potential effects on human health exist, and conclusions from the research are mixed. There is no overall conclusion that paraffin candles will either will or won't harm your health, says pulmonologist Dr. Sobia Farouk, a clinical assistant professor at the Cleveland Clinic Lerner College of Medicine. But the risk may also depend on various factors, including candle type and quality, how often and how long you're burning it, the airflow in the space where you're burning it, your health status, and more. Well, either it's not good for you, or it's fine. These are the options. And it seems to me like there's a little gaslighting going on here. Like, how could it be good for you to have petroleum burning in your house? I want you to show me a study that's like measure the fucking air in the room when you have 3 candles. Measure the air in the room when you have 4 candles. Keep going. Tell me when I'm gonna get lung cancer from this shit. Because,
wow.
Yeah, benzene, a known carcinogen, is another VOC released by paraffin candles. Hawk added, long-term exposure to this chemical has been linked to blood disorders such as leukemia. When inhaled, benzene can also be a respiratory irritant, which means it could probably, fuck. So people think candles are cool. It's like,
man.
But what is a candle that you can use? Like, there's got to be candles that are not bad.
I hope all those candles that I've got in a massage parlor were safe.
New candle. Now, candles made from soy wax, beeswax, or stearin, coconut oil, or animal fats are often considered healthier, but anything that is burned emits harmful particulates or chemicals, Evan said. So these candles also release VOCs into the air. It's just that paraffin wax is usually more polluting, according to... Oh, great. So they all suck. The risk of toxic emissions is greater when candles are scented or dyed, which is another reason why paraffin-free candles aren't immediately in the clear. This is because artificial fragrances have VOCs, including phthalates, which have been linked to learning and behavior problems, obesity, impaired development of the reproductive systems, and more. Evan said the unscented candle in the 2015 research also caused concerning concentrations of toxins, but had the lowest amount compared with its scented counterparts. Yeah, by what ratio? I wonder how much lower. The National Candle Association maintains that candles are safe for use in the home, a spokesperson said in a statement. First of all, you can't totally say anything's safe, because I was dating a girl once and she burnt her fucking house down with candles. That's exaggerating. She burnt a wall in her house.
What was she doing?
She just let her candles burn down, and something caught fire, and it like lit the side of her fucking bedroom wall. Like her wall was on fire. She liked candles, so they're not totally safe. It's fire. Fire's not totally safe. Fucking lighters aren't totally safe. You can't say it's safe. Like, you could definitely do something stupid with it. Like, you know what's safe? Marshmallows. Marshmallows are safe.
Not if you light them.
It's not good to eat. They're bad for your body, but they're fucking safe. They're not gonna kill you.
Unless you're burning them to make s'mores with a lighter and a fork.
You know what's supposed to be really bad for you? Paper straws. Paper straws have those forever chemicals in them. See if that's true. Otherwise, we'll have to cut this out without getting sued by the paper straw industry. Oh, speaking of straws, right? Everybody knows that paper straws came around because everybody saw that video of that turtle with that straw in his nose. That's the only reason why we started looking at paper straws different than everything else, right?
Paper or plastic?
Plastic.
Okay.
Plastic straws came about. What did I say? Paper? Plastic straws came about because of that video of that turtle with the plastic straw in his nose, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
That was
it. Like in their nose, right?
Yeah, deep in the turtle's nose. New studies found that 90% of paper straws tested contain forever chemicals, or PFAS, compared to 75% of plastic straws. So even plastic straws have those fucking chemicals in it, but it's even worse for you to use paper straws. Paper straws assessed by researchers at University of Antwerp, Belgium, were found to contain more forever chemicals per polyfluoroalkyl. How do you say that? Give it a shot, Felipe.
Polyfluoroalkyl.
Yeah, substances or PFASs than plastic. But all of them are bad for you. What it's basically saying is that even straws, 75% of plastic straws have tested that they contain forever chemicals. That's not good. So all of it's bad. We should probably abandon the idea of straws.
I like McDonald's straws, the big fat one.
Here's what you don't want. A metal straw and a Stanley and then fall on your face.
Oh,
okay, because people have done that.
Idiots.
Well, listen, I've fallen before.
You know somebody?
No, but I've fallen before. I'm
with
an
a
idiot.
straw?
No, I haven't, but I would imagine, like, just because you fall with a straw doesn't mean you're an idiot. But people got to be aware that that's basically a metal shank that's going to go right through your face if you trip. You got to carry that thing if you're like clumsy, like as if you're carrying a knife. Like move it away from your body. You know, don't catch your body with it if you fall down and then stab yourself in the face.
You wouldn't let your baby hold that. Why are you holding it?
Yeah. Why are you holding that? You're not ready for that yet.
You ain't ready.
Well, especially if you're clumsy. Clumsy people should really know they're clumsy and be super careful with what they're carrying. Are you clumsy?
Yeah, man.
Don't carry a rake.
I was outside over there going. I was holding that baseball, and I'm thinking, I was holding that baseball, and I'm looking at the werewolf. I'm thinking, looking at my wife. I bet you I could throw a knuckleball and make it right in the fucking werewolf mouth. You're gonna fuck something upside down.
Yeah, don't fuck up my werewolf, bro. That's one of my prized possessions. And even if you could hit it, what does that prove? Don't want to break the werewolf's teeth. What are you trying to prove, Felipe?
That's you could throw a knuckleball.
Were you a good baseball player?
Hell no.
No, but you had a good knuckleball, or no?
No, I was good at playing street ball with a tennis ball, and I had a good junk on a tennis ball. And we would throw like a regular fastball.
Yeah.
Not to make that shit. Man, that was good.
Dude, we used to play stickball in the street. That was fun. We were kids.
I don't get that game. I Wikipedia'd the other day to learn how to play because they're having like a stickball tournament in New York last week when I was there. Yeah, that's the video I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were having a tournament. All the veterans that used to play stickball in New York showed up to play. And
Oh,
guys
he slid on concrete, bro.
But I never knew the game because in LA we play over the line.
That's a good way to get a staph infection.
Look at that,
Sliding
bro.
on concrete, good way. They're getting pumped. That looks like a guy who plays really good stickball.
Terror squad.
Yeah, it's a city thing.
A broomstick, right?
When I lived in Jamaica Plain, which a little place outside of Boston, we played that. Just play stickball on the street. People get mad at you, hit their car with a tennis ball. It was stupid. But kids are just always looking for something to do back then. Now they're all online.
I used to play crazy games growing up, bro. That I'm pretty sure kids don't play that anymore. I used to play this game called Huevos, which is called eggs. We used to put like a bunch of holes on the floor with your name on it, and then somebody would throw a tennis ball, and whoever the ball lands in that hole, that person has to grab that ball and fuck somebody up in the back before they make it to the wall. And that person you hit has to grab that ball and then hit people on the way back before they get to the other side of the wall. And if you miss everybody, you get an egg on your little hole. And once you get 4 of them, we all take turns fucking you up with a tennis ball while you just stand there like this.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there was no cable back then. And we didn't want to join gangs.
I think you did.
And we didn't want to
I
read.
think you guys had a softcore gang.
We didn't have no Boy Scouts.
That's a crazy way to make friends.
And you ever play suicide though?
I don't remember. How's it go?
It's a handball court, a wall, and you throw a ball. And there's 5 kids, and you catch it. But if you miss it, everybody starts fucking you up.
No, never
So
played
you make it to the wall.
No, I never
It's
played
called
that.
suicide.
Never played
I'm gonna
that.
tell you, everybody stand by the wall, and you throw the ball against the wall. You try to catch it. And if you miss, they fucking jump you till you get to the wall with the ball.
Fuck that.
That's how
You
I
got
do it.
videos of it,
Look
Jim?
at this suicide! Oh my God!
It's kind of explaining the
Oh my
rules.
God. Requires at least 2 players. Can have as many as can be accommodated by the playing area. But this is funny when they take a game like this and they break it down. Like, these are the rules.
We did play wall ball. We call it wall ball.
You call it wall ball?
Did you do it like that?
It was honestly, yeah. So if you fucked up, you'd have to stand on the wall. People could throw the ball.
There it is, right there. They're fucking them up.
They're
Wall
open,
ball.
Until the player touches the wall, they're open to be pegged, struck hard with a thrown ball by the player who caught it. If a player comes into contact with the ball but fails to catch it, they are also open to be pegged.
I mean, that's what it was. It's a tough word to use, but that's what it is.
Getting hit by a tennis ball is a good thing to get hit by, though, right? It sucks. Like, if someone's throwing it, it sucks. But it's not going to kill you.
There's always this asshole kid that didn't like that kid that was gonna get hit, and he'll put that fucking ball in a shitload of water and mud.
Oh, that's a problem. He's cheating. He can't cheat. That guy.
Oh, also, remember, if that person that's supposed to get hit by the ball runs home, we'll fucking chase him home or beat him up in front of his mom.
Boy. That's why cable's important.
Yes, man,
That's why
that's
the internet's important. YouTube. We got to keep people pacified.
TikTok saved your life.
Imagine if it did. Imagine if it saved a few lives. People just at home scrolling instead of out gangbanging. You know, I mean, everybody gets addicted to it. If you don't go out and do terrible things because you just scroll and stare at your TikTok.
I know, man. I wonder if kids still shoplift for fun.
I bet they do. You know, there's been like famous people that have been caught shoplifting. I think a lot of people shoplift.
You shoplifted when you were little?
I did.
You were hungry?
No. I was just dumb and young, and I got caught.
You don't do it now, right? Like,
No.
just, you see the opportunity.
No. I did it like a couple times ever. It was like candy bars and shit. When I was just hanging around with a bunch of bad kids, and we would do that. We would go. It was a thrill. You'd go to a store and steal something, and I think we probably did it 2 or 3 times, and I got caught.
I don't do it anymore. But
I felt so
sometimes-
stupid.
I know. But sometimes I'm walking around and I see like a pack of donuts, but they're far from where the donuts are.
Right.
Like they're by the shoe and they're open. And I'm all high looking at the donut. I'm like, damn, you're lost.
Joey Diaz used to swipe lighters from 7-Eleven just to stay sharp. When he had money, he would swipe lighters just to stay on his toes. How you doing, brother?
I saw him. I saw him do that while he's talking to the guy and he put his Snickers.
Yeah, he's got some hand movements to distract you.
I think that was a game, man, that road comedies would do, bro, on the way to a gig. Who could shoplift the most shit out of the gas station?
That's not good for our reputation. That's not good for our reputation.
But you get power bars,
Traveling
loser.
entertainers. You get power bars. Gas station food, man. Those times when you're on the road and all you're eating is garbage.
Hell yeah, man. You gotta buy grilled cheese there and put pork rinds in it from the package.
You got to take a chance with the bean and cheese burrito that you microwave. You have to like open that strip of plastic.
Those were good, though. They were
They were good.
good.
You were hungry, they were the
Ramona's.
best. Every now and then you got like good food at a gas station. You're like, why doesn't everybody do this? Like sometimes you go to a gas station and it's like a gas station, but it's also like a
Fried
taco
chicken.
spot. Fried chicken, cheeseburgers. And you're like, damn, that looks like a legit fucking cheeseburger. Okay.
Where am I? This place is dangerous here.
I mean, you would make more money, right? That's what Buc-ee's figured out. He goes, "What the fuck you want? We got it, dude. We got barbecue, pickled dicks. Let's go. We got eggs, cheese, milk. You could buy a house. You can buy a fucking sled. What do you need? Fishing poles?
What you need? You need a hamburger? What else?
You need a
Shit, we
Yeti
got you.
cooler and a Traeger grill. We got those.
We got a shower in the back if you want to shower.
They're making a Disney Buc-ee's and it's gonna have rides in
You know, there's a
way.
lawsuit going on with Buc-ee's. They're claiming that these people copied their logo.
it. Which one? The
Chucky's?
No, there's another spot that has like another kind of an animal.
Yeah, they do that with all. That's knockoff. They knock off, and that wherever that is, they knock off all sorts of stores. I'll try to find that.
Is it in another country? Oh, I thought it was in America.
Yeah, from Mexico.
Oh, interesting. Oh, Mexico loves to do that.
'Cause there's a fake.
Oh, I've
what
seen
you're
that.
talking
No,
about?
I've
Oh,
seen
is
that.
that-
That's not it. That's the fake Buc-ee's in Mexico. Put that picture up again.
There's a-
Put that picture up
Oh
again.
my God. So there's a fake In-N-Out in Mexico too,
Oh, that's so funny, man.
and there's
That's
a
so
fake
funny.
In-N-Out in California
Yeah, I've
too.
seen the fake In-N-Out in Mexico. There's a fake one in California?
Yeah, it's called Easy Takeout, and I think they used to they same uniforms, same stand, same burgers, but they just added a breakfast burger. It's called Easy Takeout in West Covina.
Wow. So
Yeah,
they copied the logo?
It's very similar here.
Oh,
That's
Lucky's. Oh,
But this
Lucky's.
is what the lawsuit's about. Same city, Tamaulipas, Mexico.
Oh, yeah, they even got a little gap in between it. Bucky's knockout. Lucky spotted.
He's lucky to have two teeth.
But that's the one in Mexico, right, Jamie?
But they both. I told you they
They're
both.
both. But I don't think this other one
La
is
Lucky's.
in Mexico.
Says
I
from
might be wrong.
2 months ago, Bucky's taking legal action against Mexican companies.
Shut up.
It's the only thing that came up.
That's
I was looking.
Oh, okay. Well, what was that animal? That was like the Bucky's is a
It's a
beaver,
chupacabra,
right?
bro.
So what was that other animal? What was the Lucky? Who's Lucky? Is Lucky a rabbit? Like, what is Lucky?
Lucky is also a beaver.
Okay.
Oh my God.
No,
Yeah,
really?
we
Let
have
me see, let me
black.
see.
Yeah, the Papador though,
Let me
right?
see. Where's Lucky's? What a bunch of dumbasses. Oh my God, it is a beaver. What is it?
He went on so. Oh,
It's
you
a
know, a
raccoon,
raccoon.
Oh, it's a raccoon. Oh, okay. No, you can't do that.
He's a mask, man. He's a bandito.
Why can't you do that though? Why can't you have Harry's or how about George's and have Curious George? They could, get
Yeah.
together, a little franchise. Curious George. Everybody loves Curious George.
Or
Would that be okay? Like if they have George's,
or-
would they get sued?
Oh,
They have
Enriquez.
a different lawsuit. Let's see.
There is a different lawsuit.
Superfuels trademark infringement. Let's see.
Could you imagine if like the owners, whoever owns the
Oh, yeah, this is a little.
Whoa.
Because it's like a.
I think
oh,
that's
that's
super
it. That's the one I
fuels.
saw. Super fuels. So they're saying it's because it's got a smiling animal.
And the red hat.
See, I don't know. I'm not on board with that one.
I'm trying to see what they're
They
trying.
get as an animal as a part of your logo. That seems kind of ridiculous. I don't understand copyright law, but doesn't that seem like a little ridiculous to you?
Yeah.
Like,
Lucky
what
is
if it's a cat and you make it kitties, and you have a cute little cat? Are you telling me that I can't make a business called Kitties?
That depends where you're doing business at and how much of a copyright you have. Kind of like, is it nationwide? Did you have an international copyright, which is really tough?
Right, but is that a copyright infringement if you have kitties?
It depends on what. If
You
you're not
know
doing
what I'm
the same
saying?
business,
Like, imagine someone has a
duckies?
copyright to the ability. I don't understand any of this stuff. So clearly, I'm talking out of my ass. But imagine if somebody has a copyright to just owning the ability to use a cartoon character in your logo. That seems completely insane, doesn't it?
Yeah, but what's his name? There's a comedy club in Tommy T's. He used to have the Lauren Hardy, the what you call it, the Lauren Hardy logos.
Laurel and Hardy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like and for his comedy club.
Oh,
and he
no.
got sued by Bozo the Clown. He owned the
Bozo owned Laurel and Hardy?
Yeah, the cartoon. Anything that you put cartoon on it with Laurel Hardy's face.
Imagine going back, watching Laurel Hardy. Imagine showing somebody that had no idea about American culture at all.
Yes.
Going back and you show them Laurel Hardy, and then right after you show them Chappelle's show when Dave plays the blind white supremacist that's
Yes.
black.
Yeah, that guy.
But imagine seeing like what this is what comedy started out as, and this is comedy later. That is a wild ride.
Yes, man.
That's a wild ride. The ride from like Abbott and Costello.
Yes.
Who's on first?
Who's on for or Eddie Cantor, bro?
Who's Eddie Cantor?
Eddie Cantor was the first comedian to do radio, and
Right.
he was because I have a history for Fools podcast, so I learned about the history of stand-up comedy. Plus, I watched the documentary, but he was one of the first guys. But he was very clean, bro. He sang, and
Can we hear some of this? Hear some of this.
he was getting paid $500 for 5-minute shows on radio. Eddie Cantor, he was the first guy to have a radio comedy show.
What is it? I'm trying to hear what he's saying. What is he saying?
He's singing.
some vaudeville nonsense.
The clever girl will want to know if you mean to wed. The dumb ones never think of looking that far ahead. The type of dumb that they come, the better I like them. Cause the dumb ones know how to make love.
The dumb ones know how to make love.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. The dumb ones know how to make love. That sounds like something Theo would say on stage.
And
I like them dumb.
he'll be on the radio, bro, talking, and then he'll pinch the chicks in their butts.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and then they wouldn't say nothing. And finally, a woman said something, "Mr. Cantor," and he had to fire her.
Well, you gotta remember, like, people back then were basically barbarians.
Yeah.
1920s people.
Bro, back then it was
World War I, bro.
Back then, for a stand-up comedian, like when I found out was, imagine you do a gig, $200 back then, right? And the promoter says, no, I'm not gonna, the gangsters, I'm not gonna pay you. And if you don't get paid, and then he'll call the cops. You have a couple of 3 vagrants walking around downtown, and then you're 3 comedians walking around town with no hotel, no pay, and they're gonna pick you up for being a hobo now.
Yeah, you could get stiffed for sure.
But that was back then, bro.
Yeah.
That was a hard time. Imagine from then to now.
Well, I think there's probably still a lot of shit gigs
hell
like that
yeah.
out there for a lot of guys that are coming up. But it's just now there's more real gigs.
Yeah, better gigs.
Well, it's comedy is more accessible, you know, because of YouTube and everything. Comedy's just it's everywhere. You know, like your
Everywhere.
special. Oh, tell everybody.
Oh, I have a
What
special
segue.
right now.
What a segue.
Yeah, I have a special right now on Netflix, Raging Fool. We shot it at the Crest Theater in Sacramento, 2 shows. My wife directed it and
Nice.
executive produced. She executive produced all my specials. But we shot it with our own money, and we paid everybody, and then we sold it to Netflix. We made like a 2-year deal.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we own
you
it.
look great. I love the tracksuit.
Yes, because I'm Raging Fool. Because Raging Fool. Because
Got
I'm
it.
Raging Bull.
I love the tracksuit. It's dope.
Because I was watching that movie Raging Bull.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that when Jake LaMotta had nothing left to do in his life, he had nothing how to make money.
Right.
He said, you know what? I'm going to be a comedian. So, and I thought like, wow. He had nothing else to do with his life, so he figured out that I'm going to do stand-up comedy. Because that was the last thing, and for us, it's like the first thing.
Well, that happens with actors sometimes
Yeah.
too. When their careers kind of dwindle, they start doing stand-up. That happens.
And he had like, when he was, you saw the movie, right, Raging Bull, when he doing
yeah.
stand-up. And he's at a bar called Jimmy's Corner Bar, and that bar's still there.
You know, Stanhope was friends with him.
Really?
Yeah, because that guy lived down in Arizona, where Stanhope lives.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, he's like got photos of him hanging out
Oh,
over his house and
badass.
shit. Yeah, Jake LaMotta was Stanhope's boy, and that's a real story, man. Jake LaMotta was a character.
Yeah.
That was a wild fella, a wild, crazy fella, and goddamn, Robert De Niro fucking nailed it. Man.
Nailed it, huh?
Nailed it. I mean, nailed it. Like he looked like an animal when he was Jake LaMotta, like the younger Jake LaMotta.
Did you fuck my wife?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. He was so scary. He was so scary because he was just out of his fucking mind and so dangerous. And it was based on a real guy, man. I mean, the movie is real close to how that guy was, Jake LaMotta, when he was in his prime. He was a fucking monster, man.
I like when he looks at his hands, and he goes like, he don't like his hands because they're not big, I guess. He goes, I can never be a heavyweight.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Crazy.
That's crazy. That's a different kind of human, man. And back then, there was a lot of people like that. You got to go back and put your mind into what it must have been like to be Jake LaMotta growing up and like what. So what year was Jake in his prime? What year did he fight Sugar Ray Robinson? Let's ask that. Jake LaMotta versus Sugar Ray Robinson.
62, 59, 42.
42. Okay. Madison Square Garden, 1942. So you got to imagine.
Wow.
You got to just put your mind into the type of people that lived back then. I mean, like cars were new. Sewage was new. Like people had been coming over in boats. Criminals were everywhere. Crime was everywhere. Organized crime was the rule of the law in all the Italian communities, the Irish communities. You know, that was the thing.
42, wow.
Yeah. This was just the United States. It's like, you ever watch that movie, Gangs of New York?
Yes.
Fucking great movie, right? That's a fucking great movie. And probably pretty accurate.
Yes.
Like roughly pretty accurate the way life was back then.
Some of those gangsters that were in that movie were actually real people.
I believe it.
Like that woman in that movie, I think you talked about it, the one they used to collect ears and put them in a jar.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was an actual real person. She had a bar where people would just have a jar full of pickled ears and noses from previous fights.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
And they'll have fights in the back with a mongoose fighting a dog.
Oh my God. Gangs of New York, man. That
But
movie is so, because we don't think of New York that way. You think of New York as like New York City. Well, it was kind of dangerous in the 70s. And then, you know, Giuliani cleaned it up. And then, you know, it's pretty commercialized in a lot of ways, but still a beautiful city. But New York, during the time of that, whenever that film.
Good luck, guys. Have fun.
Abrams, your team will bitch.
I don't quit. Fuck, I'm fighting Bebop now.
You'll win, brother. Inshallah. Gotta believe.
fight to the bitter end.
Such delight. Swing by anytime.
Bebop's missing. And he's back. No one.
Burns is missing.
Have fun. Don't get dead. My friend, survival is paramount. A little bit of the divine right here in your hot little hands.
No.
Impressive as always, Hayes.
Ha! The old New York tuxedo.
Let's see what this book can do. What the fuck? Excuse me?
A little protection goes a long way.
Nothing stops me. And fight! This is the end.
Yellow Guardian has been destroyed.
Motherfucker. I didn't feed him, but I cannot handle his fucking pressure. Dead.
Stu, that's on me, don't worry about it. I'll bounce back. Let's teleport yourself up and over there.
Let's take out Bebop.
You're still in my lane. You're still not.
Our yellow wolf.
I see Bebop.
Attack.
make that damn book work for me. I'll take all of you.
Careful, Abrams.
Yeah, he's fucking.
Furnace is jungling.
Our yellow walker is under attack.
They're both one shot.
Can't stop me.
Our yellow walker is under attack. Krill's missing. Headed to York. See Bebop.
Say what you can, he's still obsessed with my ass. Also, be careful, he's going for bomb stack build, aka gonna blow your ass up.
Yeah.
Nice. Not so nice.
No one breaks me.
Bro, where were you?
Bebop's missing.
Can't do that while I'm being
You
burned.
went purple? Shit. I didn't notice it, sorry.
Our purple guardian has been destroyed.
Out of my way.
Krill's missing.
Krill might be out there with him, careful.
Ivy's missing. Mid-boss has arrived.
I got it.
Bebop's missing.
Spirit Earth is waiting to Our yellow walker.
Oh, I hate the fucking mall.
Allies and endless frustration to our enemies. Our yellow walker is
Motherfucker, he already has the bomb build almost ready. This is disgusting.
tap into my power.
Bebop's missing.
Ah, of course he's dead, sorry.
I see it burn.
You have discerning taste.
work. Our blue guardian has been destroyed. Our yellow walker is under attack. Bebop's missing.
Furnace is missing.
I'm not afraid of you.
The robot is over there.
Coming, Ace. If you can bait him here, we can kill him. Oh,
Our green guardian has been destroyed.
Patiently waiting. Sitting here with no cares in the world.
Let's push York.
Waiting. Perfectly content.
fuck, no. Uh-oh. We have Infernus and Mo here, guys. Also, we have Kelvin. We have 4.
The screen.
Get off solo.
They killed me, sadly. Yep, yellow is lost. Fuck.
Our yellow walker has been destroyed.
Yeah, we should be pushing every lane.
They're concentrating in single lanes. That's how they got purple and yellow. And also green for the
Let's do the same thing. We can death ball blue.
Rage Valve sector. You can take them.
We're one step closer.
Watch out, his. Kelvin's behind you.
I'm back.
The herb is being delivered.
3 on purple. Can we push something, please?
Our purple walker is under attack.
Stop doing the fucking jungle camp. Push yellow, Abrams, please.
I'm trying to make a build in order to survive because I want to feed them. Sorry. I have already killed 3 times by that shit, so... And I don't want to make them stronger.
You want to buy a mug to go with your gun?
Fuck. This sucks.
Our purple walker has been destroyed.
Furnace.
Our blue walker is under attack. Infernus is on top of mid.
Someone's using their noodle.
Mo and green. Going green. Green.
We should be able to kill this Bebop then. Green, or we can get caught green.
I see Kelvin.
Our green walker is under attack.
Kelvin.
Kelvin's on his way there.
Thanks for having my back. They're all coming, you green fuck. Bebop is farming. Dynamo low.
They took out Shiv.
Infernus has become a problem.
Fuck. I'm gonna need to go even more defensive now.
I have Infernus on me, please. Just somebody come here. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude, please. Look at your teammates, please.
Dude, look at the base. They're taking it. We killed two, but sadly, they're backdooring us.
No, I'm talking to Paradox. If we both turn on the dude there, we kill him, but...
Man, playing out defensive is a pain in the ass. They pretty much can snowball us whenever the hell.
I like it.
Green walker is under attack.
Fuck, going green. Oh, fucker, Blaze.
Doing this.
Nah.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Sadly, Kelvin got me with
Yeah, riding.
Enemies have breached.
I'm stoking the flames of victory.
We need to stop fighting.
Motherfucking Bebop, how much? Oh, thank the Lord. How much has this bastard been farming? Bridge buffs active.
Boy.
Shiv, you might be able to take the one on the right. You're alone there. Take advantage of that if you can. Going blue.
Get you
Kelvin low. Kelvin low. Got him. Oh no, I might be dead. I might be dead. I might be dead.
Our blue walker is under attack.
Shit, I was only able to kill Kelvin.
Our blue walker has been destroyed.
Keep one on the inside.
Motherfuckers. Sorry. I was only able to kill a few, but shit.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
Anyone back me up? I'm gonna ult.
We only have one side left. Our green walker is on.
None of you are on my level.
Holy shit. Spirit armor. Well, the main problem before was Bebop for me, but clearly the
We
problem
just gotta
is...
go mid. We gotta risk it for the biscuit.
I'm down.
Go ahead. The main problem now is freaking Infernus. That guy has 13 kills, and his afterburn is insane right now. Fuck. I need
Let's go. There you go, mid. Go make it mid.
Rejuvenator is
Dynamo coming.
descending.
Oh, he doesn't have ult.
No dynamo. Use again.
The enemy stole the rejuvenator.
Oh man, fucking god.
That's cool.
I mean, Abrams ult should have been used for securing, but maybe next time. We needed a proper stun in order to secure that.
Furnace in the ring. He's alone. We can kill him. I have him low. I have him low.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
Motherfucker, run away. I hate that shit.
We can't push. You gotta defend. Can't push while they have mega creeps.
Bleeding yellow. Yellow with haze. And now they're going earn. Fuck.
You gotta let him have it.
If he goes there,
Our green walker is under attack.
pretty much over there.
The urn has been delivered.
We killed Infernus and ulted
Nice,
too.
nice. Nice. That's what I like. You're outmatched.
Gotta defend the base still.
Motherfuckers. They have us on defense every time. It's a pain in the ass.
It's all good. It's all good. We're getting momentum. Money's even now. The life's about to be real good.
I'm going to buy spirit armor.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
Yeah, definitely.
My friend, survival is paramount.
Rage buffs active. Take them if you can.
Making my move. An ambush could be coming from anywhere.
Spirit urn is waiting to be claimed. Our green walker has been defeated.
Motherfucking snowball.
The rejuvenator has expired.
Well, for now, Infernus is distracted in blue, killing the wave. Oh,
That's
fucking
fine, man.
Ivy.
It's gonna be
Ivy has
quick.
been stealing the urn every single time.
We could probably stop her this time.
We can meet him over there.
Going purple.
Dramatic, stylish,
Holy
I love
fuck, that's so fast.
The urn has been delivered.
Ulted both of them.
Drop it in.
Ivy low. Okay, I killed her. Killed Infernus for the love of heaven. We keep this mother. Kidding me. Fucking after, you're about to kill me.
Are you?
I'll run them down.
motherfucker. Die, 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 die. I was only able to kill Dynamo. I didn't kill the Walker, sorry. Shit.
Got a different base.
We still have one shrine, so they cannot damage the patron, but still, they could snowball us at any moment, even with 4 of them only. Fuck.
I'm taking Green Guardians. Should stop them.
Gonna try to be a little bit more sneaky. We need another flag slot. Gonna try to push all the lanes I can. Fuck, I might be dead. 3 in green.
Hey, let's take this Walker.
4 in green.
Deadlock's coming green too.
Incoming. Shit. Bigger shit. Pushing blue. Careful, pockets vicious, biscuits. You're easily gankable there. Everybody and their mother can go green right now. Run away.
Reinforce has arrived.
Thank you.
Going purple.
I defend yellow.
Furnace here. Furnace low. I got him low.
I'm trying to get there. I don't have boost.
I'm dead. It's the situation. He has Spirit Life Steal and he has... No, I had him low, but Spirit Life Steal pretty much healed him completely after he ulted my ass. Fuck. I cannot do enough DPS to counter the
Need a
Spirit
ethereal
Life Steal.
shift.
Yeah, sounds like
Or
a
something.
idea.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
Storing time.
Knife out.
I hit everybody.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
Over there.
Dynamo's low.
Dynamo,
Heavy's
yep,
low.
Dynamo fucking holder. You can never underestimate that stupid ult.
Let me show you how it's done.
Well, 5 of us will be ready to for one last push. And they might be distracted enough to get purple by the creeps, so we will get another flex now.
You gotta try